Welcome learners. I, Dr. Saurabh Kumar Dikshit from Department of Tourism and Hotel Management, Northeastern University, Shillong, welcomes you to the module of Hospitality Market Segmentation. In this module, we will be studying market segmentation, its variables and market targeting strategies to be adopted by the hospitality business. After the completion of this session, you will be able to understand the advantages of market segmentation. You will be able to know various variables which are used for the market segmentation. The learner will be able to comprehend the requirement of effective segmentation, and you will also be knowing the market targeting strategies which are usually adopted by the hotels. Let us start the discussion with the introduction. Satisfaction is very important for all the hospitality business organization. Satisfaction of all the customers is what all the business aim for, but it is hardly an easy task to meet the exact requirement of each individual customer. Therefore, the hotels need to work very hard to make the guests satisfied. As a result, no one product is said to have all the necessary qualities according to the needs and wants of everyone. Therefore, companies usually embrace the business tactic of segmenting markets so as to develop products or services of each of such market segments. The process of determining the segments of market, coupled with the task of dividing customer base into subgroups that consist of both prospective as well as existing customers. It is called the market segmentation. For the purpose of dividing the markets, researchers usually identify the shared characteristics including needs, intersection of interests, comparable lifestyles, and even similar demographic profiles. Now we are going to discuss about the advantages of market segmentation. Here we will be talking about why the segmentations are beneficial for the business organizations. The major advantages of market segmentation are: marketing managers are able to better comprehend the needs and wants of the customers. They are able to make the straightforward decisions. Basically, they can develop the tailor-made marketing activities for the customers who are being targeted by them. Market segmentation also helps in meeting and exceeding the requirements of the customers. In addition to that, new business opportunities may also be discovered by analyzing the strengths and weaknesses of the competitors who are there in that market. In addition to that, marketers are able to identify a systematic approach for the future growth and development. The systematic approach leads to efficient utilization of marketing resources and development of a more focused marketing program for the business. Now another topic that we will be talking about, it is about the requirement of effective segmentation. So here we will be talking about why the effective segmentation is needed by the businesses, especially the hospitality business. So the market segmentation is done based on the products and the services that are being offered by the hospitality organizations. The effective market segments need to possess the certain characteristics. So these characteristics are like measurability, sustainability, accessibility, actionability. These are some characteristics that are usually seen in the effective segmentation. So now we'll be talking about the first characteristics in this regard. So measurability. The first characteristic for this effective segmentation is measurability. In measurability, what we used to see, like we used to find out the accurate data pertaining to the products and the customers existing in the market. So basically, if we know that, then we'll be able to make the exact plan. We can make the exact strategy in order to cater the requirement of that customer base and the product which are there in the market or which are offered by the competitors. We can see, if we are able to see those things, then we can make this strategy to tackle those products and the services. Now we will be talking about the another important characteristic which is needed for the effective segmentation, that is substantiality. It relates to the degree to which a product or service need to be marketed to. For example, the upper class income group need to be marketed for the budget hotels. So if they are marketed for the budget hotel, then they will not be very happy for that. They usually patronizing to the higher class hotels or the star category hotels. Similarly, if a restaurant plans to introduce an exotic cuisine, in that case they will have to conduct a research into the market to find the viability of such cuisine in the market. They need to find out whether there is requirement of such ventures in the market. If the guests are there, if the customers are there to relish such cuisine, then only the restaurant can opt for this venture. Another important characteristic is the accessibility. Accessibility is the extent to which a business is able to reach and serve their customers. For example, if a canteen around an educational institute is usually based on the principle of providing food and beverages at reasonable rate to the students who are studying in that institution. Though such rates are focused on drawing in the students, but sometimes faculty and other staff member may also avail such kind of facility in this canteen. So accessibility factor helps in marketing the canteen as a viable source for refreshment for all its patrons who are there in that particular institution. Another most important characteristic or another important thing that is usually discussed for the effective segmentation is the actionability. The measure to which the market segment can be done without upsetting the business environment. For example, a small hotel need not design their marketing around multiple segments. Rather, they will concentrate on a limited number of target markets. So in that case, if they will be targeting to the limited number of market, so in that case they will be able to have more chances for getting their product sold. Now another very important thing, another thing that we are going to discuss, it is about the variables for segmentation. So in order to understand segmentation properly, we need to identify different variables. These are the things on which basis we usually divide the market into different strata. So as we have defined market segmentation, its advantages and requirement of effective segmentation, now we will be deliberating on the variables used by the hospitality business to segment their market. So basically there are several variables which are found to be used to segment the market into different categories. So the broad categories are demographic segmentation, geographic segmentation, psychographic segmentation, behavioral segmentation, and product related segmentation. Now we will be talking about the varied basis of the segmentation in detail. So first of all, we'll be talking about the demographic segmentation. Demographic segmentation usually involves the use of variables such as age, life cycle, gender, income, occupation, education, religion, race, and nationality in order to divide or segment a market. Due to the widely accepted notion, customer needs and wants and usage rate are commonly found to vary with the demographic variables. This form of market segmentation is often used to divide customer into subgroups. From the demographic segmentation we are going to further explain the age, gender, and income based segmentation for your more understanding. Now the first segmentation that we are going to discuss, it is the age segmentation. Consumer preferences are found to vary with age. Businesses are found to offer different products and services which target the different age groups. For example, the Walt Disney World Resort is focused to attract families and young children to avail their facilities and products. The attractions are designed with the parents and children in mind. So basically they used to target the parents and children as their customer segment. Another example is like adventure activities such as whitewater rafting and jumping in deep water sea driving are generally these are generally liked by the older adults, and retired customers usually found to prefer more relaxing vacations. Another example for like this kind of segmentation is like if historical and heritage destinations are commonly found to encourage a more mature tourist who prefer to gain knowledge along with the experience that such destination offers. Bus tours, guided tours are found to attract tourists who belong to similar age bracket, mostly the retired community along with the small fraction of youngest tourists. Now we will be discussing about the gender segmentation. So in gender segmentation, the market division is done on the basis of the gender. Even though no one can exactly define a typical male or female, the business try to develop the market product and services for such an individual. The needs and wants of the gender are developed on other demographics such as geographical variables. An individual of whichever gender will be making decision based on their place of origin, current location, or personal interest. Therefore, gender-based marketing will be efficient when the gender data is combined with the lifestyle and demographic information. Researchers have found instances where single women, if they are compared with the single man or married couple residing in cities, have higher probability of spending on restaurant in the event of a hike in their salary. Now another important kind of segmentation we will be talking about, it is the income segmentation. Over the years, income segmentation has been the main marketing tool for the lodging industry. The higher income groups, for examples, are marketed for the luxury stays at the exotic resorts and prime seats at live performances. The budget vacations are found to be generally preferred by the lower income groups, but in some cases, for example, the young couples are found out to dine out more frequently than other social groups. This means they will be spending more on the experience of dining out than single individuals of their respective income groups. In case of heritage and palace properties of India, the rich are pampered with the services and amenities which, when combined together, result in an experience that is usually reserved for the royals. The downtown hotels in cosmopolitan cities such as Mumbai, New Delhi and Bangalore can present challenge in terms of facilities to such hotels located in any other business districts of Asia. On the opposite end of the income spectrum, the lower income group, sometimes middle income as well, are targeted by the hotel through discounted or package rates. Now we'll be talking about the geographical segmentation. In geographical segmentation, the market is divided on the basis of various geographical units such as state, region, countries or the neighborhoods. The supporting variables for determining the appropriate geographical segment include the climate, terrain, natural resource and population density. The geographical customer preferences are significant to the marketing decision. For example, some customers may prefer a local cuisine at a specific region, and this gives an opportunity for the management to source the raw ingredients from the local vendors. The geographical data is also essential for the marketers to ascertain the market reach for the products and services. This will enable the marketers to identify the distances the average customers will travel to avail their products and services. Now we'll be talking about another category of the segmentation, that is the psychographic segmentation. In this segmentation, depending on the personality characteristics, social classes or lifestyles, buyers are subject to psychographic segmentation. The same demographic profile may not necessarily may have same kind of psychographic profile. Owing to this phenomena, marketers are found at times to divide the market by the lifestyle and base of the marketing strategy on lifestyle appeals. So for example, the car rental companies are found to target the urban dwellers as in areas of limited and expensive parking spaces. It becomes more economical to rent a car rather than own one. So similarly, in case of adventure tourists, the companies try to market the package to the demographic which are thrill-seeking in nature. Now the another category under this psychographic segmentation, it is the social classes. Basically in this segmentation, the segmentation variable on social class can be illustrated in the example of small pubs and the restaurant, focusing on the working class in the region. Sunday brunch in the 5-star category hotel is normally associated with the upper class in the society. It is unlikely for the customer belonging to one social class be comfortable at an establishment for another class. It is safe to say that social class has a considerable effect on matter concerning an individual's preference for automobile, clothes, home furnishing, leisure activities, reading habits and retailers. Now the another classification pattern is on the basis of the lifestyle which is followed by the customers. Highway establishments catering to the biking fraternity can be seen as marketing their services to a specific type of customer whose lifestyle is influenced by use of motorcycle, and he or she prefers a ride out on the highways before stopping to eat. Similarly, adventure tour companies design package oriented to the guests taking part in adventure sports of different nature. Similarly, many bars and nightclubs are designed for either couples or singles, as sometimes one group tries to avoid the others. Now the another categorization is based on the personality. The marketers can be often seen using the celebrity status associated with an individual in order to promote their products or services. For example, a renowned actor or actress endorsing a hotel brand as his or her preferred place of stay. There are instances where the character used to market might not be an actual person, such as in the case of the McDonald's food chains. Now we'll be talking about the segmentation on the basis of the behavior. That is called the behavioral segmentation. Behavioral segmentation is associated with the division of market based on individual purchase behavior. The groups are divided based on their knowledge, attitude, and use or responses to a product. So such segmentation can be further divided into occasion segmentation. So occasion segmentation is based on the purchase behavior of the customers during specific occasions such as honeymoon market and Valentine week have been the main source of revenue for many hospitality outlets. Wedding anniversaries also fit the bill when it comes to the occasion segmentation. Nowadays, many couples prefer to get married at exotic locations. So businesses are able to handle everything from looking the rooms to stay, the decoration and different kind of arrangements which are needed for the completion of the wedding ceremony. On important days or weekends, usually Sundays, motorcycling fraternity are found to go out on group rides for having their breakfast at diners on the highways outside the city limits. Such meetups, though were already common, has increased the frequency over the period since the introduction of electronic social media platforms. Now the another important segmentation is on the basis of the user status. This sort of marketing is more prevalent in airlines, hospitality industry, where the marketing decisions are based on how regular the users are. The frequent flyers, loyalty cards holders are offered to such customers to offer them more incentives to avail their products and services. Another important categorization is on the basis of the benefits sought. This variable is associated with the purchase behavior of an individual based on the perceived value associated with the product or services. For instance, an individual may choose a restaurant based on the multiple factors such as food quality, service type, availability of parking space and ambience. In some cases, luxury hotel allow pets and go even further by designing a specific menu for individual pets. The knowledge of what sort of benefit is sought by the customer is beneficial in both developing products and services according to the benefit sought, as well as for good communication between the management and the customers on matters concerning the benefits and latter seek in the product or the services. Users rate. The market is segmented based on the light, medium and heavy product users. The heavy users are more targeted as they account for a small percentage of market but high percentage of total consumption. Quick service restaurant can be seen handing out the coupons with rewards for many specific amount of purchases. For example, for every 7 burgers purchased, a milkshake is given free as a reward to the customers. Similarly, in the field of air travel, airlines employ the tactic of using frequent flyer program in order to retain their customers. Though it is found that most of the airlines offer similar kind of loyalty programs, negating any competitive advantages, studies in the past have shown that such programs are significant in ensuring that a customer comes back to avail services for a particular airlines. Now, loyalty status. The loyalty status in hospitality industry is based on the customers who stay loyal to a brand and are usually price insensitive. These customers chose a brand extensions of a particular chain of a hotel and personally endorse the stay at these property. Similarly, in restaurant, there will be loyal patrons revisiting the establishments due to some level of emotional belongingness as a result of their past experiences. The marketers use such affinities towards a brand or establishment as a variable in segmenting these customer groups and build the brand through relationship marketing. For frequent guests, restaurants may keep record of their usual orders, favorite beverages, important dates, as well as preferred waiting staff and the chefs. Now we'll be talking about the product related segmentations. So the sort of segmentation is based on the type of product or the services offered by the establishment. For instance, in the hospitality industry, there are business hotels, suburban hotels, resorts, motels, convention hotels and luxury hotels, so on. So each hotel usually offer different kind of product to suit the requirement of different kind of customers. So each hotel is a property specifically designed the comfort for a specific kind of guest. In case of the convention hotel, the marketing is based on their ability to facilitate conference, seminars and workshops. Therefore, their clientele is segmented on the basis of their requirements. Now we will be talking about market targeting. So once the segmentation is achieved, the business must focus on the needs and wants of the identified segments. It is of the best interest to identify and tap into the unique need gaps in the market. Not all competitors will be able to satisfy their customers 100%. 3 alternative market targeting strategies are usually followed by the businesses. First is the undifferentiated marketing strategy that we are going to discuss now. The use of the single marketing strategy for all market segmented or all market segments, ignoring differences in the market in terms of undifferentiated marketing strategy. Therefore, this form of marketing is carefully used in modern era due to the demanding nature of the consumers, since the consumers are of varied nature, so it's very difficult to target them if we are moving ahead with the undifferentiated marketing strategy. Using a single product as a company is offering, it is nearly impossible to satisfy all the customers. But then again, small companies which are not able to compete with the bigger counterparts often target a small niche of market using an undifferentiated marketing strategy. This sort of marketing at small businesses allow to keep the focus on narrow product line that keeps down the cost involved in the productions of product and services. For example, canteens and public cafeterias at educational institutes may use this method of marketing. Now the another kind of targeting strategy is differentiated marketing strategy. This marketing is designed for facilitating the sale of products and services through individual marketing process for each of the market segment targeted by the market. This marketing strategy involves more market research and as a result more expenses when compared to the undifferentiated marketing strategy. For example, the airlines use separate lounges for their business class and executive class passengers, along with more comfortable cabins as well as better in-flight meals, all of which adds to the total cost of the company. The hospitality industry, hotel chains are found to acquire and invest in the small properties and use the existing goodwill to promote room sales in these small properties. Now the another important kind of targeting strategy is the concentrated marketing strategy. As the title suggests, this form of marketing strategy is based on using the limited resources available to the company to target just one or a small number of market segments. The success of this marketing strategy is based on selecting a profitable market segment. If the chosen strategy is correct, then there are chances of high return on the investment. If the selection is poor, then company may experience the substantial losses after the particular sale of the product. To sum up the above, the selection of appropriate marketing strategy is based on the resources available with the company. The companies operating with the limited resources, the most favorable marketing strategy will be the concentrated marketing. In addition to that, the types of services also influence the selection of marketing strategy. For example, for high-end hotels, they may allow in-room check-in services. Most restaurants market home delivery to have the advantage among their competitors. Now the another thing is which is basically important to decide the marketing strategy, that is market diversity. Even within the same segment of the market, there may be diversity of needs and wants of the customers. For example, in business class hotels, business owners may have different needs and wants to the employees whose rooms have been paid for by the companies. So the hotels or the catering organizations, they need to develop carefully the products for both business owners and the employees of a particular business, basically corporate clientele. Another marketing strategy of the competitors also play an important role in deciding the marketing strategy of an organization. Not all the competitors will be able to satisfy the customers to 100%. Organizations need to identify these gaps and applying the marketing strategy to the market segment that are more profitable to the company. So, dear learners, let us now sum up what we have learned during this session. We have started our discussion with the advantages of market segmentation. We have discussed the market segmentation and its advantage in the start of this particular session. Then we have covered the requirement of doing effective market segmentation. So in that we have discussed the 4 parameters of the effective segmentation. They were the measurability, that was the accessibility, that was actionability and substantiality. Then we have also discussed the variables, different variables which are used for doing the segmentation. So they were the demographic segmentation, geographic segmentation, behavioral segmentation and product related segmentation. After that we have covered the market targeting strategies. So in that we have covered 3 alternative market coverage strategies: undifferentiated marketing strategy, differentiated marketing strategy and concentrated marketing strategy. I hope the present module will make the learners to appreciate the market segmentation and marketing targeting for the effective marketing of the hospitality products and services. Thank you very much.